it's a complex investigation. I know there's some speculations out there about names, and I'm not here to confirm or comment. I know you're going to ask me that as far as names. I'll tell you that I'm not going to confirm or comment because in the years that I have in this department, in this police department, we stand on grounded facts, not a speculation. And at that point, we'll be able to, once we're ready and we have the appropriate and accurate information, we'll be able to update you with that. My goal is that we're able to have that information as soon as possible. But again, I tell you that respectfully, and I have the responsibility to respect the integrity of this investigation. I think that is complex. Any detective that worked last night and all the agents that worked last night, I have responsibility to respect the work that they're doing. And so when we're ready to provide you with that info and to come to give you the right info, I will make sure that you get that updated. So.
Colonel managed to establish any connection between the suspects and the university. Why did the suspect target the university?
So that's all part of the investigations that we're conducting, and again, it's complex, and we want to make sure that once we have, at the appropriate time, give you the accurate information, we'll be able to provide that information for you in that answer. Go ahead, John.
Colonel, the person of interest, is that the same individual that we saw on the surveillance video you released?
So again, I'm not going to speculate. I want to make sure that if I give you an answer, it's grounded on facts. And so we're getting to that point, but it's going to take time. Detective work is not something that you can answer or solve within a minute. It takes time, and we have to make sure that we have the right evidence in order to prosecute somebody properly. So.
What led you to Coventry? What led you to this Providence Police there, Coventry Police, FBI?
So I'm not going to confirm or comment on locations again, John. I'll tell you that I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm telling you is the fact that we're going to continue progressing on this complex investigation to make sure that we have all the facts together in order to be able to give you what you're asking.
Do you feel better now than you did last night at midnight?
Absolutely. I think the great work of the men and women of this department, the collaboration with the different federal agencies, the fact that we are standing here all together.
We'll have the rest of that press conference from officials in Rhode Island on the deadly shooting at Brown University right after this break.
If this works.
Large numbers of people. 3 Moroccan nationals are accused of agreeing to carry it out, with a 5th suspect allegedly offering support. There has been a series of vehicle attacks in Germany in the last decade, including one at a Christmas market last December that killed 6 people. A suspect is in police custody tonight after yesterday's deadly shooting at Brown University in Providence, Rhode Island. As investigators search for a motive in that attack, witnesses are speaking out about what they went through. And as Katie Simpson explains, for some students, this wasn't their first school shooting.
On a cold, damp night, a community comes together seeking comfort. A familiar step in the American grieving process in the wake of another mass shooting.
It's going to be a long road, but what I know about this community is that we will be here for one another.
Some 12 hours after the deadly attack, a lockdown at Brown University was finally lifted. Police catching a break after releasing this video of a person of interest. A man in his 20s taken into custody at a nearby hotel, tracked with the help of cell phone location data, the FBI says.
While a suspect has been detained, our work as a state is not over.
As investigators work to determine a motive, Witnesses are now sharing stories of survival. Some hid behind desks as the gunman entered a busy lecture hall.
And we heard screaming from various students. And then about 5 seconds later, we see a gunman enter the room. Then he just screamed something and just started shooting.
New video shows students hiding as police bang on the door of their classroom, ensuring the space is safe before leading everyone outside. A traumatic experience multiple students have endured before. Mia Tretta became a teenage anti-gun violence advocate, even visiting the White House after she was shot and her best friend killed in California. She can't believe she's living this again.
But never in my mind would it occur that there was actually a shooting until hundreds of texts started rolling in from everyone.
Another survived the deadly shooting rampage in Parkland, Florida. She was a student at the middle school next door and heard the gunfire that day.
Now there's more kids like myself who've been through 2 school shootings, and I think that's kind of just representative of the situation that the inaction of Congress has put us in.
Hello, everybody.
There are no signs in this moment the president is looking for a debate on U.S. gun laws.
And Brown University, great school. Things can happen. So to the 9 injured, get well fast, and to the families of those 2 that are no longer with us, I pay my deepest regards and respects from the United States of America.
Rhode Island has stronger gun control laws compared to many other U.S. states. That will factor into the debate about U.S. gun laws, which typically happens after a mass shooting, but rarely leads to tangible change.
And Katie, what more do we know tonight about the victims of this attack?
9 people were taken to hospital, and while 1 is in critical condition, everyone is expected to survive. Classes and exams at Brown are suspended for the rest of the semester, giving the community a moment to grieve.
Katie Simpson in Washington. BC's Fraser Valley is bracing for another round of heavy rain. Up to 80 millimeters could fall on the region, still dealing with flooding from earlier this week. Caroline Bargout now with what's expected and the calls for more action to prevent future floods.
Cleanup has begun at the EnviroCorps Recycling Depot. It was filled with 3 feet of water when the Nooksack River in Washington state spilled its banks. Supervisor Vern Oystrick is now.
Hey, Shawnee, what's up, man? I'm just doing a test stream right now, so
I think this is a flood
for another
I don't think we can get insurance.
stream that I do,
so
but
it's just ugly. It is really ugly.
325
wanted to test to see if it was all working. I do like a just chatting stream, or I used to, but people are asking why I don't do it anymore, so I thought I'd set it up again and maybe start multi-streaming or dual streaming again, or doing 2 streams a day. So
concerning for those who've been through this before.
The biggest one was on 21.
Austin Vela has lived in Abbotsford for 23 years. His home was evacuated twice during the historic flooding in 2021. When floodwaters started creeping closer.
So yeah, I'm trying to get it set up on all the other platforms.
Honestly, God, I
YouTube
was
or my
because,
news channel for YouTube that I just created.
Everybody got hurt. But I could see the water.
That event last month.
Big relief.
Was it last month? I thought it was this month, but well, no, I didn't. I was actually thinking of looking to see when it was. For some reason, I thought it was this month. I don't know why.
Flooding in BC history. When the Nooksack River
But no, I didn't.
overflow into communities north of the border. 20,000 people were evacuated.
I don't know that I really know many people that go to those anymore.
And more than 1,000
to be honest, like there was only like you and a few other people that I used to know, like
situation where the federal
that I'd see regularly. So,
and being really absent from that conversation.
Officials are not sure how this next round of rain will react with current stream flows and water levels on the ground. Caroline Bargout, CBC News, Vancouver.
Conservative Party leader Pierre Poilievre is defending his leadership after another MP defected from his party this week. Ontario MP Michael Maw announced he was crossing the aisle.
Trying to get Kick working now. There was a lot of old faces from 2 events ago. Oh, was there?
That defection pointed the finger
at the
Liberal Party.
Wow, such a big welcome.
The latest Conservative Party defection.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't actually even ask any.
To focus on in his
going
first
or not, so.
on-camera interview since another Conservative MP crossed the floor to join the Liberals.
Would be kind of nice to see everyone again, though.
No, it's a problem of Mark Carney's leadership.
Poilievre accusing Prime Minister Mark Carney of
Like I've
trying
got
to
pick work.
manipulate his way to a majority government.
You have to go to the Canadian people and have them vote for it, not do it
Like
by
I've got
dirty backward
pick working. I've got YouTube
Speaking
working.
on Rosemary Barden Live, Poilievre said
Do I,
Conservatives remain
Sean? Do I
united
look
behind
really
one
bright like
message.
white to you?
Affordability.
Or is that just my
affordability,
monitor?
Affordability.
Now with 2 floor crossings and one Conservative MP announcing plans to resign, the Liberals are just
Do I
one
look like
seat
I have
away
like a
from
white
majority
flashlight shining on my
and
face?
pushing back against Poilievre's claims of backroom deals.
It's an absolutely legitimate parliamentary decision, and we'll see if others also decide.
A Liberal majority
balance
will be
is
a
off.
major
That's-
blow to Poilievre, who is facing a leadership review next month. A contest
I was thinking
Daniel
as well.
Smith
Let me
is endorsing him in.
Let's talk about the amazing and brilliant Premier of Alberta.
Poilievre suggested
I did
Smith played
off
the
the
Prime
screen, but
Minister
it looks like it's
in
fine.
the recent memorandum of understanding when Carney reversed some environmental regulations.
I don't know why for
in
some reason
exchange for
my
federal
webcam
support on a new pipeline. Poilievre said
settings
he would
reset or
push
something.
through
I don't
that
know what happened.
project, even if British
Bigger
Columbia
video.
and First Nations don't want it.
Would you just say, too bad, we're doing it?
We're doing it.
When asked if he would do anything differently moving forward, Poilievre didn't say, reiterating the reason he's still in the job to
I don't know, is
fight,
that better?
he says, for a better, more affordable future
Like
for
when I
Canadians.
turn off the white
Olivia
balance.
Spanovich, CBC News, Ottawa.
Let's bring in our chief political correspondent, Rosemary Barton. And Rosemary, what stood out to you from your interview with Poilievre?
Yeah, I mean, Ian, let's start with the fact that 6 months ago, Pierre Poilievre would not have done that interview. So just answering questions, defending his leadership in this moment is a shift of some kind. But he was unwilling to consider that the loss of 2 MPs and another who's chosen to resign has anything to do with his leadership style. Instead, he tried to make this about the Prime Minister's leadership and his desire for a majority government. There was no real sign in that interview that Mr. Poilievre has taken a message from these
That better?
defections or is doing anything in particular to prevent further departures. And that may be concerning to some of his own MPs who are feeling frustrated, outmaneuvered by the Liberals, who continue to try to squeeze them on issues like energy.
That better, Sean?
Instance. But Mr. Poilievre does
I think
seem
you're saying it
convinced
is.
Ian, that his message on affordability is the right one.
And what is the risk to his
Okay.
leadership right now?
No one that I
don't know why it
speaking to
reset.
believes that Mr. Poilievre's leadership
For some
review at the
reason,
end of
my
next
mic
month
always
will
resets
fail.
too when
The
I
same may not be said though of his caucus, who are now all back in their
when I
ridings,
update my
speaking to
drivers. For some reason, all my
constituents and
sound
probably answering
settings
questions about what the heck
like
is going
go
on.
back to default.
If there were to be another defection that would get Prime Minister Carney to a Liberal majority, it would be very difficult to see how the
Just the
leader
way
could
things
make
are,
the
so that
case
happens to you as
stay.
well?
But for now, that's just an if, and so Poilievre has some room to fight on, Ian.
All right, Rosemary, thank you.
Thank you.
Advocates are pushing for more action after the death of a homeless man in a Montreal encampment.
In the winter, a lot of measures.
Hey, everything's working.
The growing concern is freezing
me happy.
temperatures set in.
I've got Twitter or X,
An accidental
X,
discovery off the coast
my
of
YouTube
Vancouver
news
Island.
channel,
Really unique in
Twitch,
animal
and now
world to
I've
see
just got to get
dolphins and killer whales foraging together.
Rumble working.
The potential reason behind the partnership. And a
Wait till
giant
I need
dose
it.
of
Yeah. No,
Christmas spirit.
every time I update my drivers, I forget about it, and then I go to start streaming, and I'll stream for like 4 or 5 minutes before one of my viewers says, "Oh, dude, you're muted." So. Yeah, but I've got this news thing that I was doing. I quite enjoyed doing it, and it was kind of popular. Like people, so like I've got it all set up so I can switch between scenes and stuff like that, and so yeah, I've been meaning to set this up for a month or so now. I just hadn't. Now it's working though, so we're good. Steps. My check. like have Microsoft stop asking me for my fucking. Even though I'm putting in the right one, it tells me that I'm not. It doesn't let me. My account. Turn this off because it's really annoying. Late at night, so a lot of these news sites are
set the tone for Asian markets this week as investors weigh the outlook for interest rates in the region. We start with the South Korean won, a day after the country's finance minister held an emergency meeting to discuss the currency's recent slide to an 8-month low. We are seeing the South Korean won moderately weaker against the US dollar at the moment.
Sorry,
the weakening is
those of you that
partly
are
due
showing
to
up, this is
about
just a
capital
test stream. We can
outflows,
sit here and
which
chat
are
if you
driven
want.
by interest rate differentials.
I'm just setting up this.
Kospi at the moment down by
used
more
to
than
have it.
1.5% at the index heavyweights SK Hynix and Samsung Electronics leading the declines this morning. Well, the Japanese yen also a big focus this week ahead of the Bank of Japan's policy meeting on Friday, where it's expected to deliver its first rate hike since January. Prime Minister Takaichi's government is expected the weak yen, or checking the Japanese yen at the moment, changing hands at 155.33 against the US dollar, while the Nikkei 225 also down by more than 1.5%. The Aussie dollar remains near a 3-month high, supported by the diverging interest rate outlook between the RBA and the Fed. The RBA held rates steady last week, while the Fed delivered its 3rd straight rate cut. Aussie dollar at the moment changing hands at 0.664 against the US dollar, while the benchmark index there down by about 1% this morning. Also checking the Kiwi dollar, we are also seeing weakening against the US dollar at the moment, changing hands at 0.577, with the benchmark index in the country up only marginally. Investors there also looking to 3rd quarter GDP data due out on Thursday for signs of a recovery after a 2nd quarter slump. Here in Singapore, the benchmark index also tracking the rest of its Asian peers, now down by about 0.3%. A backlog of key U.S. economic data delayed by the government shutdown land this week and could give traders and policymakers a long-awaited snapshot of the health of the world's largest economy. Well, investors will get readings on U.S. jobs, retail sales, and inflation. Well, taken together, they could reshape expectations around interest rates and economic growth. That data will also be weighed alongside President Donald Trump's latest assertion that the next Fed chair will be someone who is, quote, going to want to see interest rates go down. Investors will also get another look at the AI trade when Micron Technology post earnings Wednesday. Disappointing earnings from Oracle and Broadcom saw both stocks lose more than 10% last week. While checking U.S. index futures trading in positive territory at the moment. And UOB's Heng Kun Hao explains how the upcoming data could shape the Fed's policy outlook.
The bigger focus or concern for the Fed officials is the job market.
Gonna play TBC Classic again. Hey, Narsh. I have a character.
Payroll numbers.
You know what? I was actually looking at the hardcore stuff that they have that Soda Poppin was talking about.
Because the federal government shut down.
I haven't done hardcore in a while, but I don't know that I would want to do hardcore. But I don't know how interested I am in TBC. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of
I think that's fine.
Done with Blizzard's bullshit, to be honest.
That's creeping higher.
Tired of the bots. And honestly, I'm having a great time playing EVE Online. I really am enjoying playing EVE Online. So
Delhi AQI in severe plus category, prompting authorities.
So we'll see if I can maybe tear myself away from EVE Online, but I won't be able to like full time. Like I'm just enjoying the game too much. But I have a level 60 druid already. I was thinking of leveling a alliance druid as well and playing them both. But I'm just every time I think to myself, man, I should go and play level up my druid. I just can't be bothered, to be honest. Google couldn't figure this out. Sorry, guys, if you're here for a real stream. I'm just kind of trying to fix shit. Browser, but I am fucking using browser. Outdated software. Hey, Cheesy. Leaving a view up for you, heading to sleep. Oh, Cheesy, I don't know that I'm going to be up that long, dude. I just wanted to get this set up so that if I want to start doing this tomorrow, I can do it. And I knew that I was going to have something that I needed to troubleshoot, so I thought I'd just turn the stream on and try and troubleshoot it now. So that's basically what I'm doing. Right now, it's telling me that my browser isn't secure, though. You know how I feel about it, too? Fresh TBC is always a blast, especially the first couple of weeks of Karazhan. Yeah, I don't... It's not even so much that I don't mind. I actually like TBC. But I honestly, I've said this many times. I'm fed up with Blizzard. Like every time, if I log in and I see bots, I just get angry. So, I just get angry as soon as I see bots, and then I'm like, I don't want to play this piece of shit game. You know, so I really enjoy the game that I'm playing now. I can't see myself, pulling myself away from that for the time. You know, they treat their paying customers right. They permaban any bots that they find, and on top of that, in the game where if bots are killed, you can loot them. There's less desire for people that are running bots to actually run bots because they don't make any money. People find them and then they camp them. Easy like pizza, yeah. Why this Brave browser? Any of you guys use Brave browser? Developer. I've got a different window open that you. Automatically updates. Boat Brave. About Brave. Brave is up to date. Weird. I've got a Cheesy. I've got a new YouTube. Well, it's not you. I made the YouTube channel probably a few years, probably when I was full-time streaming. Oh, Brave is awesome. I love it. But it was meant to upload all my VODs too, but I never really did. I uploaded like maybe a few weeks worth. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna separate my my gaming channel, because if you look at my YouTube channel, it's like half gaming and half news. Like it's completely different shit. So I've retaken over that old Aladar Streams channel. I've done everything, so it's got all my news stuff on it and stuff like that. So I'm going to be streaming to that channel instead of the news, and still do the gaming. That way I can keep everything separate. And even though I have 7 total members on the Aladar News one, but that'll grow. That's fine. But I think it'll just work out better if it's separated like that. I just got to figure out why this. Okay, now it's asking me to sign in with a fucking passkey. How do I get rid of all this shit? Like, I don't want to have to fucking QR code and shit like that. Nobody's using my fucking computer. Like, I just want to be able to fucking, like, not have to fucking sign a billion fucking... Venture channel showing us the US and Canadian border. Alador's Adventure. Oh, that's a different channel. That's my personal YouTube channel, which I haven't used in years. Why does it need me to sign in with a barcode? Like, why? What I mean, like, I didn't ask for added to my verification. You have on. Okay, that shit on. Phone or tablet to get a secure. Okay, how about that? Looks better. It actually did it on my phone and on my tablet as well. Boom, that's easier. There we go. Okay. Now, get at work. Now it's asked me to sign in with the passkey again. And like, and it won't accept the passkey that I use. I don't know why it's asked me for passkey for that account, but not for I change. Glad I did this now, because if I did this, try to do this tomorrow while I sign in, solve this Rubik's Cube. Yeah, I sucked when I lost my Okay, but got everything back. I mean, I didn't even ask. Like, I didn't ask for the. Like, it just. Maybe I did. But like, I don't know. Maybe I've been using the account forever. But when I sign into my regular YouTube, it doesn't ask for all this shit. Why is it asking me my fucking every time I log in? Now when I'm trying to get to the page to turn the two-step verification on or off, I get a 403 error. Sorry, but you do not have access to the page. Hey, Turd, what's up, man? All right, see you later, Sean. Have a good one. Maybe I'll see you next Twitch. I tried to. How did these get? I've never ever used a QR code. Now suddenly it's asking me QR code. And now it says I'm trying to use it. It says connecting with another device. What other fucking device is it trying to connect to? Like, this is so fucking irritating. Yeah, professional news streamer, right? It just keeps saying connecting with other device. It's not actually doing anything. Ah. Yeah, Burglar, there was a mass shooting in Australia, yes. The big news at the moment. And devices couldn't connect. No shit, because well, what device are you trying to connect to? That I don't have access. Well, it seems to be working. Got it. I think got it. Oh, we got it. We got it, chat. Nice. I've got my second YouTube channel working. Oh, okay. Now my actual high. I don't know how this happened, but that we can fix. That is easy. There. There, just like that. I think it's all working. I think we've actually got it all working. Is up. Double check, but I think why is it? I've got a live stream going, but it doesn't show my if I'm reason recording button or that I'm a live channel. Now I have to fix that. But at least it's there. I've got chat from there. The stream is definitely on. I wonder if you have to have like a certain number of subscribers before that happens. That and figure.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
What? Thank you guys. Hold on. I forgot that I had that. I had that specifically for the news. Oh, by the way. Let me just see if I can figure this out. I need to go. I need to put this here. Follow the. What would you call? I don't call that. Show you guys what I'm talking about. Usually, usually when you go to here, usually when you go to a page and somebody's streaming, this shows up with a red dot. And I'll show you. Actually, I can show you from here. So here's like all my news channels. So if I go to like ABC News's site, see how it's got the red circle around it? That's what's supposed to happen when you're live streaming. But for some reason, I don't know. Should be on. Definitely. Definitely not on. Not the end of the world, but as long as when people subscribe to this channel, it goes up on their live, which I haven't followed anyone with. I actually need. Actually, that brings up another awesome idea. Is I can all the news channels that I subscribe to. You know what I wish YouTube would do? You know when you have all your subscriptions all on like the left side? Why don't they allow you to create a folder so you can actually organize it instead of it just being like alphabeticalized with like 2 channels or whatever? I don't like why do they not do that? The Nice News Network? This has to stop, turd. Unfortunately, I don't. I was watching video on it earlier, and like it's pretty disgusting to watch. There's actually a video of a drone where he flew a drone over top of the 2 guys that was shooting, and recorded like the whole event, including them getting shot. The 2 guys that were apparently it's a father and son. That's all I know so far. But there was a video of there was a video of a guy that you guys may have already seen it, where a guy was he tackled one of the guys that was shooting people. Like he snuck up behind him and disarmed him. But he was, he disarmed him, took away his rifle, and then people were freaking out on him. Like, why didn't you fucking kill the guy? Like, like, do you know what it takes to actually follow through and kill somebody? Like, you're a big tough guy when you're sitting there watching a clip on Twitter, but to actually be the person that's there holding the gun and shoot, that's a hard thing to do. And shit like this just pisses me. Immediately, you've got the fucking idiots that come out of the closet and they're like, "See, gun control doesn't work. Gun control doesn't work." The guns they were using, from what I understand, are actually legal in Australia. Some people seem to think that Australia has banned all guns. They use one event and try and claim that it happens there too, even though it's only happened like once. Rob Reiner apparently has gotten murdered too. That's another story that's happened. You guys know Rob Reiner? He was a famous director. It looks like he and his wife were found murdered in a house. So yeah, I guess we've got everything working. I don't know what to do now. Planning on actually I was planning on actually streaming today, but then I got caught up doing other stuff, and now that I'm home I was like, man, I'm gonna be in bed in 2 hours. Like there's no way I'm gonna There's somebody that had subbed to my Kick channel
somewhere who's you know,
he's saying that he didn't. I do have 4 viewers on Kick though. Hello, Kick. Hello, Kick. Turn on. Guess not. God. Fake news. Oh, I've just looked. I haven't really been pushing streaming on Kick or anything like that because I just get annoyed with the bots and eventually I just stop. I just noticed that somebody had been subscribed to my channel for months. And I just let them know that, hey, I think you haven't realized that you've been subscribing every single fucking month. Didn't know to turn it off, so I let them know. I was just like, I think you're anyways. I'm gonna be streaming now on Kick, but I don't think he realized it. Subscribe to my year and a half. Well, he does now. Left, what's up, man? All right, so I think we've got this figured out, guys. Slept, would you be okay with me doing a news stream? I don't know if you watched me when I used to do. I think it would be good to do them again. Did mine? No, that's me talking to you, Bob. I'm letting you know that I just saw that you had subscribed to my channel. Like, I saw it and I'm like, wait a second. There's no way. I was like, there's no way that Bob had intended to subscribe like more than 1 month. So that's why I was like, dude, turn this off. You're being way too gracious about the Bears' success. Dude, I know what it is to like be really disappointed in your team. I'm a Chicago Bears fan. I'm a Vancouver Canucks fan. Like, I know what it is. And you've never gloated to me about how your team, you know, is awesome and my team sucks. You've never been that person doing it to me. I will save it for the Packers fans. But you've never rubbed it in my face. That's what I'm saying. Whereas Packers fans have. So I will be saving all my gloat and shit. Oh, trust me, I get hype, Blazing Bob. You think that I wasn't bouncing off the couch? How's your Kansas City Chiefs podcast thing? I do lurk in your channel from time to time, though. For those of you that are Kansas City fans, I don't know if you're as big of a Kansas City fan as Blazing Bob. That's good. Getting more views. This is something that I'd set up, Bob, like probably like almost a year ago now. And I was doing like a newscast thing. Where I would like cover news stories and events that are going on around the world and stuff. And I set up my stream to be able to do this, and then I stopped doing it. I don't know why I stopped doing it, because people seem to enjoy it. So ESPN is a fake company. Is it fake? Is it fake sports news? Fake sports news? I don't have ESPN up here. I don't have ESPN. This is primarily just news that I do. So this is not fake sports news. Yeah, this is kind of what I've got set up, and I think I might start doing it again tomorrow, maybe. I won't even necessarily be reading the news. It'll be. Do you know Steve Luckner or Agenda Free TV, Bob? Here, I'm gonna pull him up, even though he's somebody that I've watched for a long time. Oh, he's offline. Wait, no, it says. Did they get rid of the? Oh no, on his. This is him here, and he basically just does live news. He does it really well. He just does live news, where he's talking about any major event that happens. So he doesn't have scheduled times where he's covering the news or anything like that. It's just basically if something big happens, he immediately turns on the stream, and he's a live news broadcaster. And he's, you know, the channel, he's agenda free, and he does a very good job about staying like professional and not giving opinions. Yeah, gender free as well. Gender free as well. Whereas, to be honest, I would find it difficult to do that. Wade into my feed from Warcraft Reforged video he did. Yeah, the quartering guy is definitely not agenda free though. He's very, very like pro white right wing, right? And then you have people all over the political spectrum. You have Hassan, who's very left wing. You have Destiny, who's very left wing. But the quartering guy is very right wing. I don't want to call somebody names or anything like that, but it is what it is. So yeah, what I'm thinking of doing, Bob, I lost my, I'm out of work right now, so I should have found out like this last week, get my job back or not. I'm gonna have to send my union email up. But yeah, since I'm free, I figured I would do like a news stream, for like 6 hours or whatever, and then log off, go to the gym, and then come home and do a gaming stream or in reverse, one or the other, right? How did I lose my job? Well, my boss pulled me into my office and told me I was being fired. So that's how I was being let go, basically. But the union, the union doesn't like the way it was handled. So they said that I've got a like a good argument to grief what had happened, basically. So it is what it is. If I don't get my job back, then you know, I'll be looking for work for the next few months. There is an organization that asked me to resend in my resume or updated resume that I'd handed in a few months ago. I was like, there's not really much to update. I haven't been working for 3 months. So, but anyways, I figured I may as well do something more on stream. So I don't know if I should do the news thing like in the morning, my time, or if I should do it in the afternoon. Because I was kind of thinking that if I do it in IT and we would be let go after growth, it was be improving productivity and eliminating our own jobs. Yeah. Bad, I'm purposely not caring about my job anymore because they don't care about my health. Yeah, that's actually part of the argument that but anyways. So yeah, I don't know if I should do the like what time would be best to do the news thing. I'm thinking that if I started the news thing at like 11 o'clock my time and went for like 5 or 6 hours, and then I could either take a break or just turn it into like gaming. What I was thinking of doing is doing the news thing in the morning, or you know, for a few hours or whatever, leaving for like 3 hours, 4 hours to go to the gym, and then coming back and do a gaming stream. But the other option is to go to the gym first thing in the morning, come back, do like a 6-hour news stream, and then take like a 15-minute break and just switch, like go grab something to eat, switch my the channels that I'm in, or the yeah, I just need to switch the categories that I'm in, and then basically turn the stream on. Sorry, you haven't found one what? Do the news and not be biased on either side, bro. You'd be doing something no one else. Well, that's what that agenda free TV does. And a lot of people seem to really like it. It's just hard for me to be unbiased, man, because there's times where I'll see somebody say something just absolutely stupid, and I can't help but call them out and call them an idiot. right? Like, you know, like I see people say so many stupid things, and it's like, how do you sit there and be, you know, neutral to that and not say something and say, hey, dude, you're an idiot. Like it would actually be difficult. So yeah, maybe that's I don't know if that would be a good idea. Like I know Asmund does that. Like he'll do his just chatting thing and then he'll take a break and then he'll go and you know, he'll do a stream later. I know Hassan sometimes he'll stream long hours, then he'll turn the stream off and he'll do a gaming stream later or something like that. I feel like if I did like 6 hours of one and then went and took a break and then came back and then, you know, did like another 4 or 5 hours of the other, might be better. I'd have a break in the middle. I'd get, you know, be able to re-energize a little bit. It's not politics, but I have to keep politics out of it. Oh, well, for your, you mean for your Kansas City stream, yeah. Chief stream. Except if I was doing something for views, I'd be playing World of Warcraft. I'm very, very passionate about world politics and news and events. In fact, it is one of the main reasons, if not the main reasons, that I procrastinate about turning my stream on. Because I will sit here and I will be watching shit, and you know, looking at stuff that's going on, where whatever it is on news channels, news sites, YouTube, whatever, and I get so wrapped up in doing that that suddenly it's like, well, shit, I've only got like an hour or two to stream now because I got to go to bed eventually or whatever. I've got other stuff to do. It is like a major, that's actually one of the reasons why I came up and thought about this idea, is because I was like, you know what? Why don't you just stream you go like going through all this crap? Like I spent several hours watching stuff on the massacre in Australia or the shooting in Australia, the Browns University one. Like that's what I was doing for several hours before I decided, you know what, I'm gonna set up my stream. But I used to do this before as well, like with other major things that happened around the world. I'd sit there and just like dive right into it when I should have been streaming World of Warcraft, right? Like I had a stream schedule and I should have been streaming, you know, video games. But I was like, I'm not interested in that right now. I want to see what's going on. Trying to pimp it. I just thought you knew. I got to read all the stuff that you sent me, Bob. How far up are you wanting me to scroll? Like just to what you sent me today? Oh, if you're asking me, did I think we would be in the run for number 1 seed? No. I did think we would finish with a winning record, though. I did think we would be in the mix. Like I thought we would finish like around like 9 or 10 wins. But I didn't expect this. But a lot of we've the Chicago Bears have done a lot of things well. Like they've won a lot of close games this year where they were losing those games last year. Like how many times has Caleb Williams won on the last drive of the game? It's been crazy this year. Yeah, we can talk about that on stream too, but I was streaming or I started this stream. YouTube. The only YouTube link I have is the landman. I don't know. I don't know. What sorry, like I don't know what link you're talking about. Oh, okay. I haven't watched it, to be honest, because I wasn't really interested in watching the TV show. I thought it was just recapping the TV show, but how could it be like that was your Oh, this is your channel? Hold on. Oh wait, I did watch this. Sorry. As soon as it opened up, I was like, okay, I did watch this. I don't know that I'm interested in watching the show though. There he is, guys. Look at this. Look how handsome Bob is. Is it a good show though? Like isn't it by the same guy that did Yellowstone? Oh, I might be interested now. Oh wait, you can't even see Bob because my big ugly mug is in the way. There he is. There's Blazing Bob right there. It's by the same guy that does is it as good as Yellowstone though? Cuz I really liked Yellowstone. Here, we'll put Bob up here. So you guys can see him. I've heard people say it's really good. Hey, look at this. There we go. We just bumped Bobby up to 40 subscribers. Really, it's that good, huh? This is your first video that, you know, for your first video, almost 3,000 views is pretty decent. I mean, have you done one for every video? Oh, you are. Bobby does recaps. So is it, oh, it's not just for the one. Oh, you're doing it for like several different shows. Dude, that is awesome, actually. Oh, keep it up. That is often. Oh, so you're watching the whole season and then recap. Percy Jackson realizes he's a demigod. What is this? Four recaps a month. Gives you an excuse to watch a lot of TV, huh? Gives you an excuse to watch a lot of TV. That's So are you just doing new shows then? Assuming you're just doing new shows, right? Because they're what everybody's watching. Like you're not gonna go and recap like an old TV series or something. You watch it with your wife anyways, yeah. That's pretty cool. You know what? You're a lucky man. You're a lucky man that she's into this stuff with you. You know, you don't ever have to argue about whether or not you can watch the fucking Chiefs game or, you know, this content or whatever. She's good as well. You don't have to argue about it with her, your wife with playing World of Warcraft. You're a lucky man. I may have to check out Lama. You know what? The next one that I want to watch, and it's because I'm such a freaking nerd, is that new Star Trek TV show that's coming out in January. She even comes onto the Chiefs broadcast. Was she a fan of the Chiefs before you met her? That is what I need to that is what I need. You don't know if she was a Chiefs fan? I need to find someone that's into the Chicago Bears. Down with New Worlds, but the New Worlds, but the new... A critical drinker. Critical drinker fan. Is that somebody I actually don't know who that is. But yeah, I think I need to start doing the news. It's just gonna like take up a chunk of my day. Like suddenly if I'm planning on streaming for 10 to 12 hours a day, suddenly that's like huge. Until I get a job, but I've been wanting to get this Google critical drinker, the critical drinker. So he does reviews, right? The Boys, why did fans turn against it? You know, when this first came out, I had people that I worked with telling me that it was like the best TV show on. What happened to it? You know, a TV show that kind of reminds me of, that started off really strong and then it sucked, was that TV show Heroes. When it first came out, remember those kids that had all, like, suddenly they developed these superpowers or whatever? Like the first half a season, everybody was talking about it, and then by like, I don't know if it was the end of season 1 or season 2 where people were just like, it's kind of boring now. It's the same thing over and over again. I remember, but that was actually a long time ago, wasn't it? Because I remember leaving my parents' place when they still lived over here. Was it really that long ago? When did Heroes come out? "2006, dude. That was almost 20 years ago." Oh my god. It feels like it was like 5 years ago, maybe 10. Because I was sitting here thinking, I remember leaving my parents' place. I'm like, that can't be possible. My parents haven't lived there for like 15 years. You moved to LA the year Lost came out. I've never seen Lost. I know what it's about, though. I sort of know what it's about, but I never watched it. But yeah, I remember, I think I went over to my parents' place for dinner, and then as I was about to leave, I noticed my sister was sitting on my sister still lived at home. She was quite a bit younger than I am. And I was looking at the TV, and there's this really hot blonde that was on TV, and I'm like, "Oh, what's this?" And she goes, "Oh, it's a TV show called Heroes." And I'm like, "I've never heard of it before." And immediately I had to go home and Google it and find out who this Hayden Panettiere or whatever her name is. Watch one. You want me to watch one now? And I don't watch Marvel. You want me to watch one of his videos now? Oh, he's got one on Starfleet Academy. Oh, I'll watch that. 1 second. Hold on. I wasn't really set up to stream. I was just like turning it on to make sure that my my stream would work for tomorrow. Hold on. Hold on.
During the Second World War, the German battleship Graf Spee was cornered by British warships in the neutral port of Montevideo. Rather than face the humiliation of being captured or sacrificing his crew fighting a hopeless battle, the captain chose instead to take his ship out into the center of the bay and blow.
Okay, is this a fake Scottish accent? I don't know why, but it doesn't feel like it doesn't sound like a real Scottish accent.
The thing up in front of the entire city. Yeah, it was arguably
He's
the
real,
world's
is
most
he?
expensive fireworks display, but it also got me thinking about Starfleet Academy, a show that looks so bafflingly, mind-bendingly, unapologetically terrible that I can only explain its.
I'm not gonna lie, it does look terrible. Like, I am only going to watch it because I was such a huge Star Trek fan. It does honestly look really bad, but I'm going to give it a go anyways. And also, Jonathan Frakes, I believe, is the director, and he's directed some of the like pretty good episodes of Star Wars. But we'll have to see. He's one of the biggest YouTubers. 2.4 million. Okay, he's pretty big. You and I have a ways to go. I haven't watched New Worlds. You know what I am doing, Blazing Bob? A few months back, maybe 6 or maybe like even longer than that, maybe a year ago, I started watching all the Star Trek series in chronological order, to make sure that I hadn't missed any episodes. And I was somebody that always believed that I'd seen every goddamn Star Trek, like the Next Generation episode there was. I went through all 7 seasons, and I think there was probably 4 or 5 where I was like, man, I don't know if I've seen this one. Where I thought that I'd seen them all, but there was like 4 or 5 throughout the entire 7 series, 7 seasons, where I was like, I don't think I've seen this one. So I watched all 7 seasons of that, and now I'm on like season 5, I believe, of Deep Space Nine. So I'm gonna finish that, and then I'm gonna go on to Voyager, and finish that. And I was just gonna keep going through all the series until I got to like updated on the ones that are like, I believe there's New Worlds, which you've talked about, and then there was another one that came out a few years ago, which apparently wasn't that good. I don't know if it's still on or not. But I was planning on watching all of those as well. I've of course seen all the movies. So I will have to I'll have to get caught up, but I do want to. Is it it's with the old characters though, isn't it? New Worlds, or is it not? Like, is it with guys that are like acting like they're Captain Kirk, or are they completely new characters? I haven't seen it, so. Different universe? Okay, so I can watch it out of order, but the one thing I do like about watching it chronologically is, like in Deep Space Nine, they reference other events that had happened, right? So I want to watch them in chronological order, because then when I watch another series, I'll, like, if they reference something that happened somewhere else, I'll know it. As Pike is the captain. So it's not even a different universe. It's just an earlier timeline. Because Pike was the captain in the original pilot. I'm thinking, right? He was the captain of the original pilot. So it's like it's pre Star Trek. That does actually sound interesting. Have you seen it, Caviar? Yeah, you couldn't get anything since Next Generation. I'd watched several episodes of Deep Space Nine, but for some reason it just didn't catch me. The intro song rocks. Is that, did you just watch the intro song and then turn it off? Okay, that's over. So I will eventually get there, but it's an earlier timeline. So I'm going to continue watching like Deep Space Nine. I haven't watched it in like a couple of weeks, but I was for quite a while. Like after I'd lost my job, I was watching 2 to 4 episodes a day, quite often. So, hit play, yeah.
Its existence as paramount.
Again, I'm gonna preface this whole thing. I don't think that this looks good, but the fact that Jonathan Frakes is directing gives me some hope.
Staging their very own version of the Graf Spee. I mean, you'd think after the cringe-inducing disasters of Discovery and Strange New Worlds, they'd want.
See, he's saying Strange New Worlds is terrible. It was Discovery was the other one that I said. There was another one that came out, Discovery, and I did watch the first episode of Discovery, and it just didn't grab me, and I never watched another episode after that.
Change course and roll out something a little more mature, thoughtful, disciplined, and, well, Star Trek-ish. Nope. It feels almost like a final act of defiance. Like, we know this franchise is completely and utterly cooked at this point, so what the hell? Let's go out with a bang, shall we? And if you need a perfect example of what Star Trek has become these days, just take a look at this clip they decided to roll out a couple of days ago.
These would make an excellent practical study module for the Spatial Harmonics Lab, Captain.
Let me hear that again.
Module.
Decided to roll out a couple of days ago.
These would make an excellent practical study module for the Spatial Harmonics Lab, Captain.
What?
Fucking hell, man. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This right here is the absolute state of Star Trek. I mean, props to the showrunners on this one. Normally, there's only one morbidly obese woman on the bridge of your average starship these days because physical fitness standards are a tool of the patriarchy, or fascism, or I don't fucking know, whatever the word of the day happens to be. But they truly have upped the stakes by doubling it here. And oh boy, did they double it. I bet the replicators have to work overtime whenever you ladies waddle into the
Oh my god.
mess hall A. Also, I know this is just an aesthetic thing, but I've got to get it off my chest anyway. Why in the name of Shatner's hairpiece are modern starship bridges so fucking ugly? They're always dark, they're always huge, and they're always basically empty. They look like nightclubs run by Daft Punk, and they're
Oh my god, that is actually hilarious, because I was just thinking to myself.
so fucking ugly. They're always dark, they're always huge, and they're always basically empty. They look like
This, like, the layout is different, but this color scheme and everything is almost identical to a nightclub that I've worked at before. This is actually, like, this over here was the bar. Like, that is actually hilarious that he
nightclubs run
said
by
that.
Daft Punk, and they're trying so painfully hard to look cool and moody that they've become the spaceship equivalent of an edgy teenager who's just discovered leather trench coats for the first time. But they're not just ugly, they're also completely...
Caviar and Blazing Bob, did you guys watch Picard? The TV show? I'll give you my rundown of that series. I thought the first 2 seasons sucked ass. I thought the 3rd season was fucking awesome, though. That's all I'll say. I thought the first 2 seasons were terrible, but the 3rd season made up for it. It was so effing awesome, man. It was so good. The 3rd season. Do I need to watch 1 and 2? Yes. It's not that season 1 and 2. They're okay to watch, but season 3 definitely makes up for it. It was like, oh my god, this is the Star Trek. Exactly like Caviar said. It was like, oh my god, we're watching season 8. It was really good, actually.
Impractical. I mean, just take a look at this shot of the Enterprise bridge from Star Trek 2. Notice how compact and efficient the layout is, with the captain's chair and the helm controls right in the center of the room. Notice how the captain could be at any station on the bridge within a matter of seconds, instead of having to yell across half a fucking football field just to find out what's going on. Notice how it makes infinitely more sense than whatever the fuck this
ABS
place
Lounge.
is supposed to be.
I'm picking up sources of tachyon interference 100,000 kilometers to port.
Hate to break it to you, buddy, but that ain't 100,000 kilometers away. Anyone else tired of watching starships get completely
Yeah, Caviar, there was a lot in season 1 that was really bad. Season 2 got a little bit better, but then season 3 was like, okay, that made up for it.
overwhelmed and torn apart in a matter of seconds? I mean, it happens in every single new Star Trek movie, and all it does is make them look kind of pathetic, like they're not even capable of defending themselves.
A little busy here, Captain. The explosion damaged our emergency holo emitters.
Oh man, I can't tell you how sad it makes me to see Robert Picardo knee-deep in this absolute dog shit.
Oh my god. I actually saw an interview where he was talking about how he Jonathan Frakes brought him back for this new start. I hope it's not absolutely terrible, but I have a feeling it's going to be.
I really hope the paycheck was worth it, buddy. What the fuck? Like, you understand that holographic projections can't react to the environment that they're in, right? I mean, from his point of view, there's no actual stairs underneath him that he has to climb, or control panels in his way that he has to avoid.
Sorry, what? In The Next Generation broke the rules because he had certain principles he wouldn't yield. Oh, you mean talking about Picard?
Directly across the bridge towards her. Ah, whatever.
Time, with its infinite sense of humor, will always fold upon itself like an origami chicken.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
That was real, wasn't it? That was an actual line written by human beings.
Joe Rowe, I'm not sure.
Oh god, oh man.
I do have a character ready to go, though.
I can't do it. I can't take any more of this shit. Is it too much to ask to have a Star Trek that was written by and for adults? Because I have to ask, who in this world or the next was this teen drama of a show made for?
I've heard there's a lot of, like, just ridiculous crap in this show. Like, there's, like, teen romance and, like, just all sorts of crap. Yeah, at BS Lounge, I did see that they were talking about hardcore TBC, and I kind of was like, maybe.
I mean, anyone with even a vague understanding of Star Trek is going to be completely and utterly appalled by the weapons-grade retardation on display here. And anyone who's looking for a high school drama about feelings and relationships is going to be instantly put off by the geeky science fiction backdrop. It really does feel...
Yeah, OnlyFans. I'm in their Discord, so I could easily get an invite to the guild if I decided I wanted to do jump in with OnlyFans. I'm just having a really good time with EVE Online, so I don't know that I want to go back to playing World of Warcraft. Who knows? We'll see in a month, but I am really enjoying EVE.
I feel like the worst of both worlds, like a studio that's completely out of ideas for this
Oh,
franchise,
who's that?
and is just throwing
I might watch
shit
it for
against the
whoever that
wall,
was.
desperately hoping something will stick. Well, Starfleet Academy might well be shit, but something tells me it isn't gonna stick.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Either way, you can count me the fuck out of this one because I've got better things to do with my life, like watching paint that's already dried.
Yeah, Joe Rogan, we'll see. We'll see in a month when it comes out. By then, maybe I'll be over this, hate against Blizzard or whatever. But I really hate the fact that they don't do anything about bots, Joe. I hate it. It just ruins the experience. I'm playing a video game now where bot accounts are permanently banned. Not only that, but if players catch them, they can kill the bots and steal their loot. Like, it's fantastic. Absolutely love it. Yeah, that was kind of a funny video, actually. But
We often talk.
I knew that I'd meant to watch the show when it comes out. There's another one that's on. Oh, you know what else is coming out? Is a new Spartacus TV series. I think it actually just came out. There you go, Blazing Bob. I don't know if you've seen Spartacus before, but a new series just launched. I think it was just a week ago or something it came out. You've watched the first 2 episodes? I haven't watched it yet, but I loved the original Spartacus TV show when it was out. It was awesome. So I don't know if this new one, it's called House of something. But he was one of the original actors in the Spartacus TV series, right? If you guys haven't seen Spartacus, it's really good. There's another Another one, I can't remember what it's called for some reason. Foundation. Yeah, House of Asher. I don't know if it's any good, but I love the original. But Foundation, if you guys like sci-fi TV shows, you might like Foundation. You might like Foundation. I read the books, the book when I was a kid. It was really good. Wait, a separate timeline because Asher died. Oh, in the original Spartacus show, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I watched Foundation for the first season, and then I haven't kept watching. I haven't watched season 2 or 3 yet. I'm gonna have to actually start watching it again because it was a really good like TV show. So that's another one that's on my list. So I've got Star Trek, Stranger Things, Foundation. I've still got to finish Deep Space Nine, Voyager. I don't know if I have enough time to stream anymore, guys. I think I need to like just sit down and just watch TV for like the next 6 months and catch up. You guys watch Three Body Problem? If you haven't watched Three Body Problem, read the book first and then watch Three Body Problem, but it's really good too. You weren't? The book was really good, Bob. The book was really good, so yeah, it was Star Trek Discovery that I was like, and you know what else they've just recently announced is that they're gonna have a new Battlestar Galactica TV show. A new series is coming out apparently. Your brother-in-law said the same thing. Yeah, where is my? I don't know where I put it down. Anyways, yeah, the books, it's not like, I mean, it's, I don't know, you finish it off in a few days or something like that. It's pretty good. But when they had, oh no, it's, is it, yeah, what was the one with, was it called Stargate? Was it? What was it called? Was it called Stargate? They filmed it here in Vancouver, though. The one with MacGyver, the guy that played MacGyver, which was another favorite show of mine when I was a kid. Yes, Stargate SG-1, yes. So anyways, they filmed that here in Vancouver, and good night, Bob. When they were filming it here, can't remember his name. Richard Dean Anderson. When they filmed it here, Richard Dean Anderson was living here because he was part of the show. My mom's best friend managed like this high-end, like, I think it was like a kitchen shop or something like that. Like, she ran this shop in this area that was, you know, a lot of wealthy people, and you know, you'd go in there and buy like a pot and pan set that was like a few $1,000s or something like that. Like, it was ridiculous. But Richard Dean Anderson came in one time, and it looked like he was just kind of shopping or whatever. He was just kind of walking around, and then he, you know, ended up asking a couple of questions. Then he left, and a couple of weeks later, he came back in again, and this time specifically just went up to my mom's friend, who was the manager's place, and asked if she wanted to go out for dinner sometime. And she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm married, blah blah blah." And he's like, "Oh, sorry, sorry for bothering you or whatever." And then he left. And a week later, she found that her husband had been cheating on her for like 2 years. And I don't know if she was more mad that she found out that her husband was cheating, or that she said no to going out with Richard Dean Anderson. So obviously, she was angry that her marriage was basically over. But I do remember her with talking with my mom, hoping that he'd come back into the shop again this time, but he never did. Anyways, what time is it? 8 o'clock. So what do you guys think? What time do you think would be best for... I really feel like me doing the news, like, from the hours of, like, 11 to 5 my time would be best. And then take a break, go to the gym, all that sort of stuff, come back, and then do an evening stream where I'm, playing video games or whatever. Somebody else was mentioning, that I should do a like do the news stream, but then just go right into doing stream. And I just feel like that's too long sitting at the computer. Yeah, it would be EVE Online in the evening. It would be EVE Online in the evening. But I think if I did the news thing for like 4 hours or 6 hours or whatever, went to the gym and then came back like after like 3 hours or whatever, had dinner. So if I do the news stream from like 11 until 5, problem with that is if I go to the gym at that time, the gym is just busy as hell. Goal for viewers? Not really streaming to be a full-time streamer, BS Lounge. When I'm not streaming, watching the news and stuff like that is what I'm doing. And a lot of the times where I don't stream, it's because I start like watching this stuff and I'm like, I'm not, I just put off streaming. Like, it's like, okay, I'm going to watch a couple of videos and then I'll turn the stream on, and a couple of videos turns into like 6 hours of me watching crap that's going on. Right. And it's just like, I can't, like, I may as well just stream it. When I notice older people or people in general are watching the news around 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific. What is PWT? Something... with your family in law, that's what I mean. You can just do whatever works. Yeah, so the only problem with that is that my my gym is going to be like just ridiculously busy when I go. I just have to deal with it, I guess. The only other option is I can get up, go to the gym immediately, come home, have something to eat, do the news thing for 5 or 6 hours, and then take like a 15-minute break, and go again. I just don't know if I should come home from the gym and game for 5 or 6 hours and then do the news thing afterwards, or do the news thing first and then game. I just find that things are happening more often like during the day. So like if I start streaming at like 11 and stream until 5, that's kind of when the big news things are hitting, right? We're watching things that are happening, whatever, at the White House or whatever. It's kind of happening during that time. So either I'm watching that stuff live, or I'm doing the news thing later and I'm watching like a recap, or I'm recapping what happened in the day and kind of getting caught up myself. But at least I have an idea as to what happened during the day and I can kind of organize it. Whereas if I'm doing the news thing earlier in the day, like at like 11 my time, which is still like 2 o'clock Eastern, then I'm kind of doing it on the fly. Hey, Ginger Page, what's up? So that's kind of what I'm thinking. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Hey, Paige, did I give you a mod on Kick? I don't know if I did I? I think you talked to me about it last time I was here and I went to. Left. Oh, it is. Yeah, you are a mod. Hughes goal on his wild debut. I think I saw a clip of it. What was I watching? Today I got up and watched Vancouver Canucks and the Chicago Bears play, but they were playing at the same time. There was a lot of channel flipping. And then what game did I watch after that? I think I was flipping between. I was watching mostly the Denver Broncos and Green Bay because I wanted Green Bay to lose, obviously. But I was kind of watching the Philip Rivers show. Are we moving the OnlyFans content to Night Poggers? Yes, that's on the other platform though. That's on the other platform. What's that platform where people live stream that the Chatterbait one. Yeah, it's on that platform. You can find me there. But yeah, we'll definitely get this just chatting thing. I've just got to decide on the actual timeline, but I do think that is gonna have to be how it is. Somebody was mentioning that I shouldn't split this, like turn the stream on. I should carry the viewers over to the gaming stream, but that's just a lot of time. That's just a long time to sit behind a computer, you know? Like a really long time. I think it would actually put on a better stream if I had that long break in between and was able to get a bit of a break and recharge a little bit and then come back and turn the stream on and go again. Otherwise, trying to sit there for like 10 to 12 hours a day would be maybe a bit much. But we got it all working. We got all, look at this, look at my intro for those of you that haven't seen it. Anyways, yeah, we've got, for those of you, we were just watching video. This is just a test stream, but this is kind of all my news channels set up to watch whatever is on, flip through them, see what's going on during the day. You know, sit and watch something. If something, not that. If something is like big news or something like that, I can immediately switch to it. Need to add associate to no, add news is fine. It's obviously a joke. I said it as a joke on stream one time when I started doing this and my viewers thought it was hilarious, so we kept it. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. Like I can flip back and forth. Like if something interesting pops up, you know, I can easily switch to any of the scenes and you know, it makes it easy. And then I have a separate monitor. Like if I'm looking for news stuff that coming up wherever, it could be on Twitter, it could be on something else. I can just easily drag it over and you know, show people that hey, look at what I just found on Twitter or whatever. So yeah, it's organized somewhat well, but Bears fans are the most pathetic group of people on earth. True. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I think it'll be fun to get back into doing this again. I know I was doing it for a while, and people were like, "Why did you stop?" That was like they really enjoyed it. So, and a lot of my regular viewers from like WoW were watching it as well. It wasn't just like new people; it was my regular viewers, my old viewers from WoW were watching it. So. We can talk about the OnlyFans content some other time, though. The only oh, you know what? Actually, that's what I was saying. What time should I be doing the news thing at? We have to do it earlier in the day, and the reason why is because at night you'll go through like the news. Like here, I'll show you. I'll just flip to that scene. You'll go through like the news channels, and most of them, they've gone to like their overnight. Because like if it's like like this is France's English news channel, but at this time of the day, they're just basically cycling through the same thing over and over and over again. It's just on repeat. So you're not actually getting anything new, and it's just you're basically just watching. A lot of it is just like a documentary on something or some topic or whatever. It's not actually news. Whereas during the daytime, like when I'm talking about doing this, it's all like live. So I think that pretty much seals it right there. It's also easy for me to watch clips of like news, whatever, some topic that's come up. It's really easy for me in this format to make clips and go to and post them on my new YouTube channel. So I've got a new YouTube channel that it's not a new channel, it's another channel that I had that I've repurposed for the sake of doing this. Oh, that's what I'm missing. Wonder if I can make different bots for different things. But yeah, I can there's the link to the actual news channel. So that's the YouTube channel, which I basically deleted all the old videos on the channel from what I was using it for before, renamed it, put up different material or whatever. And then that way my gaming channel won't have a bunch of news shit on it. So it'll be a lot easier for me to like pump out content to this news channel, because I'll be able to have like I'll be able to record the stuff that I'm doing. Like if I'm commenting on certain topics that are coming up or whatever, if I need to make a short, like it takes me, seconds to make the short and post it to like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I wouldn't do it while I was streaming. I'd do it like immediately after the stream. I'd clip it while I was streaming, but then I'd go back and edit it really quickly after. And the editing takes like just a matter of a minute or two. And then it automatically posts it to all the platforms for me. Yeah, as you can see, like so that's when we're gonna have to do it. May have to think about whether or not it would be better just to do one long, like 10-hour stream a day, take a 15-minute break in between the streams, and change the categories and stuff like that, and just go on and just tell people, okay guys, that's the end of the news stream. I'm going to go on a 15-minute break, and then go grab something to eat, whatever, freshen up, and then after I've eaten, come back, and that way I've still got the lurkers or whatever that were in the channel. When I stop the stream, I'll change category and continue on with playing video games or whatever. Because the news, the thing about the news thing is that could, you know, there could be something big that happens, and I might decide, you know what, instead of doing like 5 hours of news today, I got to do 8 because this is just, you know, too much. So if that means that we can't play video games, then, you know, or we only get like 2 or 3 hours of playing video games, or maybe it's a really slow news day. Maybe we start playing video games early or something. I'm just thinking of how I would do all of that. It's relatively easy for me to stop the stream on one YouTube channel and start it on the other one, I think. Actually, I'm going to test that while I'm sitting here doing nothing. Can we just randomly test it and see if this works? Try and see if this works. If this works, it really actually makes it super easy. Yep, it. I still stream my other channel too. If I'm still streaming on both, if I'm streaming on both YouTube channels now, oh my god, I am. Yep, that is actually. I still stream my other channel too. Yep. Okay, that makes that easy. That was easy. Turn that one off. It should just turn on. Yeah, it did. Oh my god. Oh my god. We made this so easy. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it there. I'm just kind of rambling, but it's good that everything is working well. So, anyways, we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna head to bed soon. We'll be playing. We'll be doing both tomorrow. We'll be doing both the news stream and then we'll break into gaming later on the evenings. If you're still there, any of you, thanks for coming by and watching this test stream just to see if I can get things up and running doing this. Really appreciate it. We'll catch you guys later tomorrow.